Hey, thanks for clicking on my video. Today we're gonna go into static stretching and how it can help you. High intensity exercise gets all the glory, but what's your stretching routine like? In this video, we're going to cover stretching that will help you recover, alleviate pain, and have you coming back stronger for your next workout. And just like that, we've got an outfit change. Well, I'm actually taping this video during the weekend, and I was taping the video earlier in the day. The baby was taking a nap. Next thing you know, she's up and it's time for family time. So here we are back again. No real time difference for you, but for me, it's a different part of the day. It's now nighttime, and we're gonna talk about some passive stretching. Now, whenever you're doing these passive stretches and you're putting force on the muscle that you're trying to stretch, you wanna try to relax the muscle that you are stretching as much as possible. Get a good relaxed feel all throughout the muscles that you're stretching, okay? Now, that's gonna be different from the next type of stretching that we're talking about. Now we're gonna talk about static stretching. So static stretching is whenever you take a muscle, right, or a muscle group, and you're stretching and holding that position. Now, if you notice, the difference here is that you're actually making your muscles work. You're forcing them to still do work, whereas in the passive stretch, the only muscles really working here are the ones that are forcing my arm into this position. That's the big difference between passive stretching and static stretching. Now I know what you're thinking. I've already been doing the stretches. Why are you doing a video on these stretches? I remember doing these stretches back in PE class in elementary school. Well, I do too, but there's a little bit more that I want you to know about it that may force you, or at least convince you, to put stretching back into your routine and teach you the right times to use it. So when should we use these stretches? Well, you should do these stretches right after your workout, never before. Here's why. Static stretching performed before exercise has actually been shown to have a decrease in maximal performance. The greater duration of stretching, the greater inhibition in performance. What does that mean? Basically, what happened is, they took some people, they did these static stretches before their activities, before they lifted weights or before they sprinted, and they found that they were weaker and slower by doing these stretches. So you're saying that static stretching makes you weaker and slower? Then why would I want to do these? Timing is important. So those people that had the worst performance were doing these before their exercises. It's great to do these types of stretches after your exercises, after you've already worked out your muscles, and use them for your strength, speed, and power. Make sure you make time for the stretches in your workout plan, or you may just not get to them. I myself like to take a short 5 to 10 minute stretching session at the end of my weightlifting for all of those muscle parts that I worked, and then right before bed I do another stretching session for anything that's hurting, anything that feels like it has a weak range of motion. So that's a lot of my back and a lot of the hips I do right before I go to bed for an extra stretch. Stretching not only increases range of motion, but in some studies it can actually make you stronger. What they found is that adding stretching to your strength training routine can get an increase in strength for you beyond just the strength training. Slow, static stretches and those slow, relaxed stretches should be held for about 20 to 30 seconds. Most of the stress relaxation occurs in the first 15 to 20 seconds of the stretch. A consistent stretching routine should allow you to decrease your body pain, increase your range of motion, and allow you to have better performance in your workouts and activities of daily living. Come back next week and watch my next video on dynamic warm-ups and how they can improve your workouts and the way you feel.